Some of your people get played by your baby because your baby knows that once I get pulled out, if I just cry 1, 2 twos, yeah,
I'm gonna get picked up.
I'm gonna get picked up. So
yeah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Slowly don't go. Slowly don't go. I've been searching for my whole life, baby, where you been? I'm looking for the right one to come and be my queen. I've been searching for my whole life, baby, where you been? I'm looking for the right one to come and be my queen. Baby, where you been? Girl, you know you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. All I did, oh please forgive me, me and you were meant to be. Girl, you know you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. When I'm low, you get me high. Mary Jane, you bring me life, eh? One slow, one time squat the flow, one time to the floor.
Hey guys, we're back again with another video.
So today we're going to be talking about parenthood and my pregnancy. So if you didn't already know, we have a daughter. She's
5 months.
Yeah, she's 5 months old. So yeah, we're just going to be answering a few questions. And yeah, so the first question is, what surprised you most about parenthood?
So basically, I didn't know that kids were that expensive. Well, I did, but personally for me, I just feel like At2Mill needs to go away and I need to get my own brand and start, selling milk, because they might make money. They might make a lot of money. Kids drink too much milk.
Yeah, no. For some babies, that's all they drink for months and months and months.
What were we saying before, like Pampers?
Pampers as well.
Yeah.
Those things are very expensive. And the thing is with Pampers, the bigger the size, the more expensive they are, but the less that there are in the packs. So either way, you're going to find yourself buying multiple packs because you want it to last for long enough, but you're spending so much money. So now think about, you're buying nappies, you're buying milk and wipes as well. Wipes are not that bad. I feel like they're reasonable for their...
And how many times does a baby go to the toilet a day?
Yeah, you just find yourself spending so much money. And the thing is, I'm not breastfeeding anymore, so she's just drinking formula.
Oh, and clothes.
Another thing, babies outgrow their stuff so quickly. So today she'll be 0 to 3 months, tomorrow she'll be 6 to 9 months. And the thing is, with Nevaeh, she's not chubby. The thing is, with her, she's quite small, but she's thick.
She's chubby.
So the clothes that she wears are bigger than what some babies her age would wear. So she's already wearing clothes that are like 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 months. And it's like she has so many stuff that are a bit smaller and you just have to get rid of them and you're constantly always stocking up on clothes.
Yeah. One thing that shocked me as well, was like, we bought all of them shoes and she still does not fit them to this very day.
She has really small feet. She literally wears like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes because they're the only shoes that fit her.
She only wears 1. What do you mean 2? What are the other ones?
Boots.
Like? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're still too big for her.
Yeah. She's just got small feet. So sometimes like, you know what? Just wear socks.
Yeah.
Like just free them up. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like she's putting on weight. And she's getting taller now.
Yeah, she looks like a human.
Her feet just won't grow. And it's like, I don't even know where she gets it from because we both have quite reasonably normal sized feet. So with her, it's like, I don't get it, but it is what it is. When she starts walking though, she'll be able to wear all her shoes because...
Yeah. It's them ones like, let's say she's buying shoes. It will generally be cheaper.
Yeah, I really praise her.
So it's kind of like a pro for her.
Yeah, it's a win-win in a way.
Yeah.
As well, what surprised me was it wasn't as bad as we expected. I feel like we had such thoughts that, she's going to be crying all the time. She's not going to be sleeping. We're going to be waking up every 2 hours to feed her during the night. But she's genuinely such a peaceful baby.
Yeah, she's very calm.
She sleeps throughout the night and she doesn't wake up for feeds. I mean, sometimes I just go in and, you know, just give her a drink or milk or something just to make sure that, you know, she's not thirsty. But other than that, she doesn't cry or wake up to drink milk. And it's like, it's quite shocking because I always hear people saying, oh, you're probably going to be waking up every 2 hours to feed her. You know, you're going to be always tired.
I think the worst thing you could do, the worst and best thing you could do is ask for people's experiences. However, I feel like people's experiences are different. And, like, you know, especially with newborn babies, because there's just people that will scare you. They'll be like, I don't sleep. She only gets 4 hours sleep. I don't bath. I have to bath when he, like, really and truly, I feel like it depends on the child and it depends on just the training that you give your child as well at the
beginning.
From like when they're born. People feel like you don't need to train your child because children have their own timetable and everything.
I feel like it's easier once you establish sort of a routine, even though if it doesn't always work to plan, but you will always work around it. Because I feel like for us at the beginning, it was very hard to come up with a timetable because she would sleep all day and she would sleep all night. So it's like you don't want to wake her up to feed her, but you obviously want to make sure that she's eating enough and all of that. So it's like it can be hard. Trying to actually get her to sleep is very difficult. But once she does sleep, she's good.
For the whole night.
But she just wants to know that everyone around her is asleep in order for her to sleep. But we've just started putting her in her cot bed and switching off the lights and shutting the door. And then we'll leave her and she'll just fall asleep.
And it becomes better because they know that, the lights are switched off. I'm in my bed. I should probably go to sleep now. And it might be hard, like the first few days. However, as time goes on, a baby will just know that, it's time to sleep. It's time to wake up. And they do recommend that doing nighttime feeds when it's dark is good because your baby knows that it's dark. So I should be sleeping. Because you know when the baby's in the womb, they don't know that it's nighttime or dark time. They usually work according to your routine. So when you're asleep, they'll usually be asleep. When you're awake, they know they're awake. But when they come out, they don't know the difference between light and dark. So they just sleep whenever because they're just tired. So they say that feeding your baby when it's dark is good. And as well, you shouldn't always rock your baby to sleep. But like what we do is, if you've given her milk and you've burped her, there's no need for you to hold her. Because if you know that she's tired, you can just put her to bed. She'll get used to
it. If you hold her constantly, she's going to get used to that. And trust me, you won't be able to do anything.
Some of your people get played by your baby because your baby knows that once I get pulled out, if I just cry 1, 2 twos,
I'm going to get picked up.
I'm going to get picked up. So
Congratulations, you played yourself.
We had to learn the hard way because there was a week here where she just wouldn't stop crying. She just wanted to be held 24/7. And we were told, no, leave her to cry. It's hard. It's very, very hard, like listening to your baby crying. Because all you want to do is just pick them up. That made it so much easier because she knew, I don't need to cry because I've been fed. My nappy's clean. I can just sleep really and truly. So why am I crying? So if they know that if I'm always crying, not every time are they going to come and get me, she'll get used to that. So she won't cry necessarily.
Even while watching TV. If you put TV on or everything, she'll just sit down and you're good for like the next... how long? Like
hour and a half, 2 hours.
And you just see her laughing. Sometimes she'll even be singing along. Like people feel like babies just constantly need to be like in your arms.
No.
Really and truly not, because they'll develop slower as well. So like just teaching them how to watch TV.
Like to be independent. Like you really don't need to be holding them all the time. Like you won't be able to bath. You won't be able to just sit down like on your own. You won't be able to clean. You won't be able to do anything. Or even tummy time. Just for half an hour, putting them on their stomach so that they obviously...
It's not neglect, guys. It's literally training your baby. Like there's no reason why you should always be holding your baby if you've done everything and they just need to chill by themselves. To be honest, I feel like some babies, like there's times when Nevaeh literally just wants to be left alone. Like she just wants to be left alone. Like leave me alone. Stop
bothering me.
Stop bothering me. So the poo, that shocks me. No, you see that Aptamil, that's a long thing, innit? Because when you're starting to change your baby and it's a number 2, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, you will run away. You actually run away because Yeah,
it can be bad, but it's not terrible.
Nah, it's terrible.
We have not had it that bad.
I've had it bad, man.
There's some people that, he's just dramatic. There's some people that say that they've had it up to the neck. We left her at my mum's for the weekend, like a couple of weeks ago, and she told me that every time that she did the number 2, she was bathing her. She was like, I bathed her 4 times in the day.
To be honest, that's been spoiled by your grandma, really. That's been spoiled by your grandma.
I was like, Mom, it cannot have been that bad. She cannot have gone that many times in a day and it'd be that bad that you have to bath her.
At least she was clean, man. At least she was clean.
I was like, yeah, you were squeaky clean.
I was out to grandma.
But I was like, we have not had it that bad, but this one feels that he will have to put on a whole full kit. He'll even have to peg his nose.
Yo, PPE.
Really, nigga?
Wear gloves, apron, everything. But it's actually not that terrible.
PPE, man.
Anyways, the next question is, how do you want to discipline your child?
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna find my child is gonna get annoyed when they do something wrong, because I'll find new and creative ideas or ways to discipline you. Like that kid on Instagram, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, the dad did the best thing he could do. He got a belt, then he got a PS4 and Xbox, then he goes, which one? And the child, yeah, he was reluctant to answer, but he then said his game console. And so the dad took the game console, put it behind the wheel of a car, and then just reversed it and just crashed, like literally just broke the whole thing.
Hey, this is how I get down. He wanted the Xbox, because that's easy.
I feel like that's so cruel, and I feel like that was so unnecessary.
Nah, that was necessary.
Because
man.
firstly, yeah,
he stole from his dad.
Okay, yeah, no, that's bad. I understand that. But as well, what did the dad gain from that? Because you've just run over his PlayStation, yeah? Or Xbox, whatever it was. But you've lost money because you paid for that. You probably paid.
It's not losing money. I'm not losing money while disciplining
£500.
my child. While disciplining my child, I'll lose any amount of money.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Just for them not to know yet, to not do that. Because, if I don't discipline you, then who will?
No, that's true, but I feel like there's other ways to discipline your child. Like, me personally, I would never want to hit my child, because me growing up, I didn't get hit. So therefore, why would I implement something that,
I feel like
there's the tutu.
It's
that's
okay.
But the whole getting belled, getting a slipper, getting a hanger, it's actually so unnecessary.
Nah, I see these people on YouTube, they say they used to get hit by an iron,
a chair,
an
ironing board.
No, but I'm not gonna lie though, African parents be doing that, yeah. Before they hit
the
you,
nearest thing to them.
Yeah, they'll be like, as in, can you not see that you're holding a whole pot? Like, but
no. I don't think I've decided how I'd want to discipline my child. I feel like when your child gets older and you understand the type of person your child is, you will know what discipline to give them.
Yeah, depending, because even me and my brother, the way my mum used to discipline me and the way she disciplines my brother today is 2 different ways.
Yeah.
And they were both effective because we're different people. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, I feel like it just depends. You will know when you know. The next question is, how did you pick your child's name? So, as we've already stated, our daughter's name is Nevaeh. Nevaeh is meant to be heaven spelt backwards, but we changed the spelling because we knew that it would bring a lot of confusion. So the way it's currently spelled is Naveah. And guys, even though it's spelled that way, the way people butcher her name,
Neva, Nivea,
Nevaeh, everything but Nevaeh.
Everything. Although it's spelled as Nevaeh, but people just don't like to just, break it up and
sometimes I feel like people do it intentionally. They just don't want to try to say it correctly.
Yeah, it's long.
It's like, guys, just read the name properly. Like, read it and you're able to get it.
But it's quite funny hearing people say it.
I can't lie, it's funny. I even went to the GP to get her immunizations done.
Yeah.
Why did the nurse call out Neve? I even had to turn around. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
I even had to turn around and be like, are you calling us or is there another person?
Yeah,
when I looked to my left, there was only one other lady and she had a boy. So I just knew that she was calling us. I was like, sorry, did you mean Nevaeh? She was like, yeah, I did. Sorry. I just had to leave it because I've just come to a realization that not everybody can pronounce your name correctly.
But to be honest, I feel like it's more of the older generation.
Yeah, definitely. It's because not the youngest.
Yeah, because the youngest, I feel like now it's a common name, but it's a nice name and I feel like people just know it.
No, yeah. How did we pick it? So basically, we just happened to be having a conversation about what name we'd give our children. And it just happened that we both said the name girl, like the same name for a girl. And I think since then we just decided to stick to it. Yeah, it's just always been in our heads.
It wasn't that hard.
A lot of people always ask us this question,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
wasn't
nothing
hard.
interesting. It's literally we just
knew
like
that.
the name, yeah. The next question is, how has our relationship changed since having a child?
You gotta plan, my peoples. You gotta plan. A baby is the worst person to make plans with because it's not your timetable that matters, but it's their timetable. So you've got to worry about when they eat, when they go to sleep, when they do their business. If I'm like, oh, Charmaine, do you wanna go out for dinner? Charmaine, do you wanna go out to the cinema? Do you wanna go? I don't know. It could be anywhere, right? We just gotta know that there's one little
Human being.
that's just gonna be third wheeling all the time. So it's kind of them things where we gotta plan more and we gotta be organized.
Yeah.
I feel like what's changed is communication. Yeah. We can't always assume things. We always have to like communicate because I feel like if we don't communicate, before the repercussions would have just been me and you. Now it's
Me, you, and her. And as well, like when you're talking about communication, let's say we have a little argument and we decide that we don't want to talk to each other. We can't because we have to communicate because
Guys,
we have a daughter. Do you get what I
guys,
mean?
a baby will actually feel
The tension.
the tension. So you actually need to talk. You need to always, just communicate because you don't really want a baby to grow up in an uncomfortable environment or know that, oh, like I'm used to mum and dad smiling at me. Like, why are they both,
No.
why they're not smiling?
Yeah.
The energy is different, really. Like,
Yeah,
so,
babies, they sense things. They can sense that you're upset.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like I feel like it's very important to communicate because you don't want to affect your child growing up like them being used to seeing that.
Don't play yourself. When they're looking at you and they're not talking, it doesn't mean that they're not processing information. Really and truly, a baby will know how you're feeling. If you say hi to a baby and you're not feeling good and your energy's not good, they're not smiling at you. They'll know that something's wrong. There'll even be trouble because they're just feeling unease. So yeah, guys, communicate.
Oh, okay. As well, I feel like our relationship is better because before we had a baby, we didn't live together.
Okay.
Our relationship was long distance.
But that's due to like many factors as well. Why we live together. Stay watching our YouTube channel, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, so now that we live together, it's so different because we see each other every day.
Yeah.
So we spend more time together. Whereas I feel like, yes, not spending enough time together can, I don't know how to
I guess
say
you
it.
don't, not that you don't really know the person, but like you'll start to know
more.
more about the person when you're living with them. So like how annoying she is, and
How annoying each other are.
joking. Yeah. So basically, you just got to learn to like communicate much more, really. And just have patience to each other.
Yeah, patience is key, guys.
Yeah, man.
So how has situational factors come into place? So this includes finances, childcare, living environment, and just things like that, to be honest.
I think we've already said, like a child will rinse your pockets, my peoples. A child loves the wallet. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You just gotta make sure, that there's food there for the child always. Obviously, children grow, and at this age, they grow so fast. So you just gotta make sure that when you're having a baby, think about saving before the baby gets there. Like just have like a little savings. I really thank, our families because our families really helped us in terms of childcare, finances,
Living environment.
everything on that list because, as young as we are, like we just had to have help from our parents. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just them ones where you just gotta think that, oh, okay, where are you gonna be working? Are you working? Just put money aside really for your child because it takes a lot of like money. So things like
Buggy.
I was gonna say the pram,
That's what you're pushing, yeah.
the cot beds, like her room in general.
clothes, nappies, wipes. You need all these things before the baby even comes.
The good thing, that Charmaine taught me was, like, you know when you're getting presents from people?
Do you know what? Yeah, I really wish I had a baby shower, but obviously due to COVID, we couldn't do it. I mean, people still found ways to do it, but as we're gonna talk about how my pregnancy was, you're gonna understand as well why we didn't do it. But guys, I learned this from my mom actually. When you have a baby shower, everyone's gonna come with gifts, and there's gonna be, you know, your home girls that are gonna get you, you know, the bigger gifts, you know, like the more nice things. Because I remember when my mom had her baby shower for my little brother, one friend got a high chair, one friend got a cot bed. These are just your friends, and you haven't even bought anything yet. Do you get what I mean? Do you know what she wrote on her invite? With every gift, you've got to get nappies and wipes.
And milk. Yo, listen,
So imagine if you have just even 20 people, come to your baby shower. They're obviously all going to bring a pack of wipes, and they're going to bring a pack of nappies. Some will be even nice and bring you like a whole box. So that's what you haven't even bought. And I remember the nappies and wipes lasted for a while, because as I said, your babies grow quickly. So from 1 minute there'll be a size 1, in the other week there'll be a size 3. But people are smart, they know to get bigger things so that when they grow older, they've already got those things in place. So have a baby shower. I highly recommend it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, even like next baby or whatever, don't be getting me these congratulation cards and everything and money. No,
we still appreciate it.
Nah, we doing it, but get the nappies, get the milk, get the wipes and everything.
Do you know what?
You'll be helping me.
I wouldn't even want anyone to, you know, buy me cot beds, whatever.
Nah,
nappies, wipes, milk, please, I beg you. When I have my next child, you heard me. I just want nappies, wipes and milk, and I'll love you forever and ever.
Yeah, man.
Finances play a really important part when it comes to having babies.
Yeah.
You've really got to be in the position to have one. Obviously, things happen.
Yeah, just make sure that you put yourself in the position. If you need help, find people that can help you.
Yeah.
Family does help.
There's nothing wrong with asking for help if you genuinely need it. And then childcare. To begin with, we
were always there.
Yeah.
Like, even if I was working, Charmaine.
I wasn't working, obviously.
Or she was working from home.
Yeah, but that started after I gave birth though. And even when I did start working from home, I still had help in the house. Yeah, there was always somebody there to just have Nevaeh if I was busy. Even if we wanted to go out and we needed somebody to look after Nevaeh.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thank the grandmas, innit, Like the grandparents, period, like paid a huge part in it, like period. Like you man are the heroes. You're the true parents, true heroes, man. They just treat Nevaeh as if it's their own. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me stick it on Mumsy, innit, It's like I'm not even there no more.
Yeah.
Like every time we FaceTime, like, yeah, imagine like
she'll be talking to you, but she wants to see Nevaeh's face.
Yeah,
it's like annoying. Even my mum sometimes I'll be talking to her and then she can hear Nevaeh. She'll be like, "Let me see Nevaeh." And if she can't see her properly, she'll be like, "Charmaine, I can't see her properly."
Even that, man, their tone will switch as if they're arguing with you.
It's like calm
down. I'm like, okay,
calm down. But it's understandable because it is their first grandchild.
It is
on both sides. So it's understandable the love that they have for her, and we would never question
and
it.
Nevaeh loves it, man. She loves the attention.
She really does. Okay, living environment.
Oh yeah, like so obviously it was just living at my parents really, but that was COVID times.
That was basically the whole of COVID. Well, we still are in COVID times, but from when lockdown started to
the end of August,
we were living with his parents,
and then after that we just moved out really. You know, also make sure that wherever you live, it's a good environment
for a baby.
Yeah, for a baby. Check how the area is. You don't want to move into like a ghetto, right? Where like don't get twisted in it, but you know like where people are loud or it's just got like a high crime rate, things like that. Just get used to living in places that are quiet, that are nice. Yeah, really.
Yeah. So our living environment has always been good. Obviously, as of recent, we've been living on our own, so things are different, but
like the childcare, however,
we've worked around it because he's obviously working and I'm at uni, but we've worked our timetable around that. So we know that if I do go into uni, he's gonna be at home. When he's at work, I'm gonna be with her. It's not something that, it's never really been that much of a discussion. I feel like it was just common sense, and it was common knowledge that there always has to be somebody with her. And we don't really want to put her in nursery as of yet. We feel like it's still too soon.
Yeah, with this whole COVID thing happening, man.
Yeah, I feel like even without, if there was no COVID, I feel like I still wouldn't want to put her in nursery so soon.
And I feel like kids learn from other kids.
Yeah, I'd rather she goes when, you know, let's say like we both have to work.
Yeah.
But as of now, I'm not working and he is. Man. Yeah. So I mean, I'm working from home, but I can do that when she's there. She's not a problem. And then the last question is, what are the pros and cons?
That's just in general. I think
we've dibbled and dabbed like what the pros and cons are, but if we're to summarize it,
the pros and cons.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with the cons. They are expensive. Babies are very expensive. I don't want to say this is a con. Your social life changes.
Your social life does change, man.
You can't do what you want to do when you want to do. Your friends will be like, oh Charmaine, let's go do this. It's like even the other day, my friends wanted to go golf, and because Tina was at work, I couldn't go. And it's not like I'm bothered by that I can't go, because I really don't mind. I would be happy staying at home. I'm comfortable. I'm a homebody. I'd love to be at home. But you know, sometimes where you've just been at home constantly, you actually just want to do something. Nevaeh's there. I can't. There's certain things that I can do with her, but there's other things where I just can't. Yeah. Like, it's just not feasible for me to be going out with her, especially during this time like of COVID. I don't just want to be going everywhere and anywhere with her. Yeah. So your social activities are limited.
And as well, it's like when I do come back home from work, it's like, obviously it's all like a learning curve, but it's them ones where like I feel like I might be tired from work, she might be tired from being at home. So it's like sometimes a baby could be so overwhelming, but you just gotta learn to just breathe and just calm down and be like, okay, cool, we're both exhausted, right? We just need to work like through this, like take it like a second at a time, a day at a time. So I don't think they're really pros and cons, but it's just getting through things. Yeah, taking your time, really. We
are still trying to work our way around it.
Yeah.
And I feel like as time goes on, it will definitely get better. Not to say that it's bad now.
No.
But it will obviously get better.
And because we're young as well, it's like I'm not gonna lie, there's times when your boy will text you, yo, do you wanna do this, do you wanna do that? And then you're like, nah, yeah, bro, I'll be busy that day. He'll be like, what's going on? I'll be like, bro, I'll be with my family. So it's kind of like the things that your friends will be doing at this age, you kind of got to put into your head that, okay, cool, you got to mature a bit more faster as well. And say, okay, I've got certain responsibilities that I need to adhere to.
Yeah, you are definitely forced to mature and to take on certain responsibilities that maybe your other friends don't have. So
sometimes it's not like they don't understand. You might feel like they don't, but it's them ones where like they're not in that situation
to understand.
For them to even think like that. We'll talk about that soon as well in our other video.
Yeah, that's
how friends have actually impacted our life.
Yeah. The pros, I can't lie, I enjoy having a mini-me. Like, I just, I enjoy having a baby around. Yeah. I feel like it's just a nice thing.
You can see where she gets certain things from, like from you
and especially from now she's getting older, you can start to see her personality.
She's a human, guys. Like she looks like a human.
Yeah.
And her smile as well.
Yeah, no, she has an infectious smile. Even if the thing is with Nevaeh, you can be trying to not even like tell her off, but when you're like, okay, Nevaeh, no, it's time to go to bed now or something like that. she'll laugh at you. I remember the other day we're leaving her at her grandma's and I was like, Nevaeh, be a good girl, okay? This girl blew raspberries at me. She said, you are playing yourself, mom. Yeah. But it just makes me smile. Like, she honestly does make my day. And when she wakes up and she's just making so much noise, you'll be so tired.
Yo, she actually does not cry when she's awake.
She just screams.
Yeah.
Like, not screaming as in, she just makes bare noise. And it's like, why are you making noise?
It's like she wakes up, the first thing you hear is, and you're like,
why?
Like, why? And then you take her from her room into like our room, and then we'll still be both sleepy at times. So there's times where like, you'll feed her, you'll give her milk and everything. So now she's just playing on the bed. We're both like just conked out and she's just screaming Like,
And
her
you
whole
can't
head top.
even, you can't sleep through to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Or she'll just start pulling you.
Yeah,
Or
she just, yeah, she's a really active baby.
yeah.
So I can't lie, I really do enjoy that.
Mm.
I enjoy doing her hair and dressing her up.
Yeah.
Those are like those. I think that's just what all mothers wish for and all mothers enjoy. Like they just want to do them things.
I enjoy just playing with her, to be honest. Just listening to music. She loves music though.
But that's been from young.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where she would just only sleep to music.
That just one. What's that one song?
It's Run This by
Sneakbo
Sneakbo and Angel. And I can't like, I don't even want to listen to that song.
Yeah, that song is done out now.
Because it used to ring in my head, but I don't know why. I think as well, when I was pregnant, I used to play music, the speaker on my stomach. Some people actually put headphones, but I would just put the phone directly on my stomach.
Yeah.
And I think maybe, and as well, I used to sing. Like, I'm always singing. So I feel like it was just something that she enjoyed. So now even when she sleeps, she hums in her sleep.
And you would think it's a coincidence, but no, she does it like every time.
Yeah,
like,
she's
been doing
humming.
it for months.
Yeah. And it's like, why are you humming in your sleep? But it makes sense. Yeah, I don't really think there are pros and cons, but these are obviously just things that, you know, I feel like most parents think about being a parent.
Yeah.
It's just general things. I don't think there's an individual thing.
You can never get mad at your child as well.
No.
You see how you can get mad at other people's kids, yeah? When you have your own child, it's so different.
Yeah.
Like, you'll take deep breaths like 1,000 times for you not to get vexed, but you actually won't, because at the end of the day, like, you love them.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
those are all the questions, but we're now gonna move on to my pregnancy.
Okay.